You take the photo on your phone. I'm just going to film.
Okay. Hi.
Okay, all good?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. One more. Okay. Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to Chongqing in China. So this is another walk and talk video. We're going to be exploring this place together and I will be teaching you some English, okay? So I arrived yesterday and this is my first impression. I haven't seen any of this before. Yeah, we're gonna start off in this village place. It's like some traditional village. Then we're going to be hitting 3 different spots after this. So just so you know, there will be some vocabulary that pops up on the screen as we go, and that will be included in a free PDF. Now, I don't know if you saw, but as I was getting ready to film this video, some Chinese dude or 2 Chinese dudes came up to me and asked to take a photo. So I got that on camera because, you know, if they're going to be getting content from me, then I'm going to get content from them. I think that's fair enough. If you're wondering why they wanted to take a photo, I don't think they obviously they didn't know me or the channel. It's just there aren't many foreigners here. Yeah, it's quite different to Shanghai, I think. All right, let me just flip the camera. All right, so here we have it. This is the, oh wow, okay, that looks cool. So one thing about this place is I haven't really done much research, but it looks extremely modern. So there are so many of these skyscrapers and stuff like that. It's a really futuristic place, so we'll check that out later. But this is like the ancient traditional area of it. You can see the old houses and stuff like that. It looks really cool. So as mentioned, I arrived yesterday and I was in Shanghai before this, which is kind of like the most, I'd say touristy, certainly the most like foreigner friendly part of China. There are the most foreigners there, that's what I'm trying to say. I haven't seen any here so far, and that those people who came up to me and asked for a picture because I'm a foreigner, that didn't happen once in Shanghai, so I think I need to get used to that, which is fine. It's fine. I don't want to be one of those, why is there a Tim Hortons there? That is so random. Of all the shops I would expect to see in this ancient Chinese village, there's just a Tim Hortons, which is a very popular chain of cafes in Canada. And it's not even very good as well. It's not even very nice. So I'm very curious as to how that worked its way into this area below some ancient Chinese houses. Interesting. Fair play to him. Fair play. That takes good tenacity, I guess. Okay, here we have it. Oh wow. Okay. That does look extremely Chinese. The phoenixes and stuff, and obviously the pandas there. We are going to see some pandas, okay? This won't be the last video I film here in Chongqing. So I'm here for 11 days and I reckon we can get at least 3 videos from that time. This is the first one where we just explore everything together. And then after that, I'll make sure to get one where we actually hit the main spots in Chongqing because there are loads. And then we need to see some pandas. We need to actually go out into nature as well. But yeah, this is the most unusual sight so far, probably in my whole China trip. A Tim Hortons. I need to take a photo of this. Anyway, here we are. Oh yes, I've just seen my first foreigner. Nice, not just me. I am gonna need to get one of those later. So, because you're just so reliant on your phone in China, they have these things everywhere. These are power banks, so portable chargers. They also have these everywhere, so cigarettes. This is a very Chinese photo actually, power banks and cigarettes. And they confiscated my power bank when I was flying here. It's quite funny actually. So I flew yesterday and they emptied my bag, they got the thing out. It's never been a problem before. Then they tapped to this sign on the wall that said, as of 2 days ago, it said like June 25th, I don't know what the date is, but it's a very new rule. You're not allowed these on the plane anymore. So yeah, I got unlucky. Just for reference, we started up there, this is a really cool area to be honest. M Stand is another coffee place here. I think that's a Chinese one, but I'm not too sure actually. Anyway, one thing I should say, I would be remiss if I didn't mention this. Oh yeah, you want a photo? Okay, yeah. Hello. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Okay,
Thank you.
nice to meet you. Bye. I'm gonna get all of these on camera, by the way. But one thing I have to say is that guy just then, and also the person who asked at the start of the video, they were both really nice about it. They said, please, thank you. So it's not a problem. Yeah, and I don't want to be one of those people who are like, oh my God, I've come to this place so far away and I'm just enjoying all this stuff that this foreign place has to offer, but no one's allowed to take any photos of me. No one's allowed to look at me weirdly. No, you can't have the best of both worlds. You can't come to the other side of the world and expect the people who live here not to look at you a bit weirdly for looking so differently yourself. Okay, so it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. Yeah, especially considering they've all been so nice and polite about it so far. But yeah, interesting. This didn't happen once in the 3 weeks I spent in Shanghai. I've stepped outside for about half an hour and it's happened twice, so let's see how this goes. Okay, here are some more lanterns. I stopped recording at the worst time. As I got to the bottom of those steps, I saw another British guy. He said, "All right," and I said, "All right, mate." So it was such an English interaction. I feel like this might be one of those places where I should probably just not stop recording, because there's always going to be some stuff happening. Yeah, we're off to an exciting start. I need to say as well, it's absolutely boiling. I know I always say this, but today really is a scorcher. I'm sweating. I've been outside for 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm already sweating. Anyway, I'll flip the camera. You don't have to look at my sweaty face anymore. Of course, the Starbucks. Yeah, it's nice to see there is some Western influence here. Starbucks there, which is more expected than the Tim Hortons. That really was just very surprising. And a jewelry shop. So this is actually a really cool area. It feels very ancient. The architecture is very old, but they have integrated some more modern aspects in, and vending machines, very useful. Yeah, this is wow. Oh, it's actually, okay, this is great. Yeah, downhill is really cool as well. This is definitely the sweatiest start to the video, right? I promise you, that's the last time I'm mentioning the sweat in this whole video. That is a British education promise. If I complain about the sweat one more time, unfollow me, unsubscribe. Okay, dislike the video and unsubscribe if I complain about the sweat one more time. That's the crazy side down there, and there's a lot to explore, but at the moment I'm kind of just finding a bit of respite up here. There's a lot fewer people up here and it's a bit cooler because it's in the shade, so we're just going to chill here for a bit whilst I am not going to say it. Anyway, I had this really random thought earlier, and it's something that I want to teach you because it's invaluable. It's so useful for not only making you sound more native, but just getting your point across. And it's an expression. The other day, okay, you may or may not know about this one, but the other day is used to say you're referring to a time or a day that's happened somewhat recently, maybe in the last couple of weeks, but you can't quite remember when it was, or maybe you just don't want to tell the other person when it was or where this thing happened. Okay, so you could say, "Oh yeah, I bumped into Sarah the other day," or I was watching your video the other day. It's just really useful. It's better than saying, "I bumped into Sarah on was it Wednesday? No, because I had Pilates on Tuesday and I didn't do Pilates. Wait, was it? No, just say the other day. The other day. Start using that. Okay, that's my challenge for you as well. Start using the other day. Say that in a sentence when you next speak to an English speaker. Just work it in there. Okay, we can do a fit check. My legs are so skinny. I'm looking really skinny. Everything apart from my face is looking skinny at the moment. It's not good. It's hard to join gyms here. It's a bit awkward doing that. I don't want to be making excuses, but it's awkward doing that type of stuff. And also the food here tends to be a bit oily. It's delicious, but some of it tends to be a bit oily. I don't want to be making excuses there. I'm not looking my best. Who cares? I need to stop being so vain anyway. Another power box thing. You will notice a theme here. Okay, enough respite. Let's get right into the thick of things. Anyway, here we are, more shops and stuff like that. This wasn't really what I was expecting, but it is really nice. And they have all these pockets, these different areas you can turn off into. And it just gives you a bit of a break from the craziness, the mayhem that you see back there, you know? And the inevitable cameras everywhere. And they have the bamboo chairs here, very authentic Chinese bamboo, as I say. This is really nice. This is very calm and tranquil and peaceful, and it's just crazy to think that here we have this lovely calm area here, then like 10 seconds down there we have absolute carnage. Sheer contrast is remarkable. I think we're ready to step back in. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. A music shop here for some reason. Fair play. They have a bit of everything in it. An entire store dedicated to mandarins. Love that. I knew they spoke Mandarin here, but that's ridiculous. This street looks really cool, right? And I don't know how long it lasts for, so I just want to appreciate every nook and cranny, which means every small part of it. Because I'm trying to eke it all out, you know. I don't want to run through it and then... I feel like you can only really film one space, one area. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that, that's stunning. There are 2 people here, that's it. It's so quiet. I love the wooden architecture as well, I really do. And then just the contrast once again between the old wooden thing there and the modern skyscraper. And for some reason there are loads of adverts for the Argentinian football team. So if anyone can please explain the link between Chongqing and Argentina FC, that would be great. Yeah, I don't know about that logo. I think the KFC might be suing soon. I had noticed some stark differences between here and Shanghai already. So firstly, with Shanghai, you feel like you're constantly being watched. There are cameras everywhere, and that's relatively normal. So that's one thing, but the other thing in Shanghai that was a bit surprising, or caught me off guard, is that there are just guards absolutely everywhere. So they didn't catch me off guard, they caught me on guard. No, but seriously, there are guards, like security guards, absolutely everywhere. I remember I went for a run at 6 a.m. and I went down, get up early, you know, it's what it is. But I went for a run early to this remote area just by the harbour. There wasn't even a tourist attraction, there was nothing nearby. Yet on every single corner, there was a guard standing there. It was crazy, I'd never seen anything like it before. It genuinely reminded me of, I don't know if you ever played Pokemon, but it's a game where on every corner there tends to be like someone standing there, and if you go into their line of sight they come up and speak to you and challenge you. It felt like that. Anyway, the reason why I've just brought this up is because as I was waiting here, cooling down, one of the guards walked past me and was like, hot? I was like, too hot. He laughed, he's like, which was cool because the ones in Shanghai felt a bit intimidating. They would never speak to you or anything like that, and they would kind of look at you and stare at you in an angry way, almost as if to intimidate you, like to scare you a bit. But that was the first guard I saw here, and yeah, he was really nice. So interesting observation. I'm not saying anything. They love weird stuff like this. I feel like all of this stuff is wasted on me though, because I'm not really a foodie. Like, I can see that, and oh, they have the free samples. Oh mate, that was so spicy. One thing I do know about Chongqing is there's a spicy place, meaning there's a lot of spicy food here. Yeah, when I told my Chinese friends that I'm going to Chongqing, they both said, oh man, yeah, it's a really spicy place. I was thinking, oh, it's spicy. What do you mean by that? Like, there's loads of Latinas there or something? What's going on? And they said, oh no, spicy food. Yeah, I do like spicy food, but I can't really hack it. I can't really deal with it. I'm not a foodie, but I am a sampler. It's hard to turn down a free sample. All right, let's try and get a drink. This here. Okay, let's crack on. Aw, wait, we've just seen our first panda, our first wild panda. Oh my god. Out here, of all places, it must be boiling. You ready for this? Oh, panda. Crazy. Test here. Okay, I'm not a foodie, but there is one exception to this rule, and that is, you already know, ice cream. Museum with free admission. Get ready for the world's quickest tour of a museum. Okay, this is the entrance. That's the no pets allowed sign. That's the no smoking sign. We have some gazelles and stuff here. We have a Chinese boy there. Have some gold statue thing there. A horse there. Some thing there. That you can buy that. Wow, okay, that's cool. You can buy that. That's about, I think that's £48,000. Oh, you can buy all of this stuff. This is all for sale, right? So that's 48 grand pounds, right? This is 28,000 pounds, right? And this one is, I don't see a price tag. Maybe this one isn't for sale. So you can get both of those for like 70, 80,000 pounds. Is this for sale? Oh, this would go for so much if it is. I didn't see a price tag though. Huh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, over here we have some more power bank things, vending machine, somewhere to buy food. I think this is also for sale. Yeah, so this one is £38,000. That is crazy. I was going to say who actually buys this stuff, but there are some insanely rich people here. Yeah? Okay.
It's made of pistachio.
Yes, yeah.
哦，你的中文很好。You can go to your store. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Rice, Chinese rice.
Yeah, very nice. Alright, I'm buying it. This thing here is absolutely genius, by the way. Stops it from dribbling down, melting down onto the rest of the Coke. Never seen that before in my life. Aww. Okay, we're done. We had some ice cream. I did some shopping, bought some. There are too many samples, even for me. Like, there's a whole table full of samples there as well. Too many. And oh my god. All right, look at this guy here, looking crazy. I'm gonna try and take a photo of him. Ni hao. Can I take this? Okay. Yeah. It's cool. And some more panda stuff, of course. Yeah, this is a fun area. Did you see how sweaty that guy was? I felt bad for him. He must have been absolutely boiling underneath that suit. People are really nice here. They're very outgoing and friendly. And it was kind of like that in Shanghai as well, but I feel like here the vibes are slightly different. Right, so I think that's been a pretty successful start to this Chongqing filming adventure. We've completed this ancient street thing. Fair play, that was a lot of fun. It's a really cool place as well. Once again deserted for some reason. Look how nice this is. It's weird that there's no one here, right? Another photo. Yeah. So 4 more people there, so we're up to 3 different groups and I think 7 different people in about an hour. It's not bad going. It's not bad. This is what it must feel like to actually be famous. I mean, obviously I am the most famous person in the world, but apart from that, it's crazy. Okay guys, we are back. It's a bit later on now, it's about 5 o'clock, so it's a tiny bit cooler. And I'm in a new area. This is more of the commercial area of Chongqing, I would say, where all the shops are and the skyscrapers and stuff. So I thought to end this video, I'll give you a quick tour around here and let's just see what we can find. Once again, I have not visited this place at all. It is all new to me. So yeah, let's have a look. Oh, there's a Lawson down there, right? I'm gonna go to that Lawson and get some water, bottle of water. One compliment I do need to pay to China is that their water bottles are very nice. Very elegant design. You know, we have the subtle carvings, long, thin, very aesthetic. More free samples. I don't know if that's free actually, but it might be. It's free if you don't pay for it. We have the air raid shelter hot pot. I bet that's banging. But as you can see, we're starting to get into the more generic city centre vibes, you know, the big Adidas shop and people everywhere, a few more tourists, which it's actually really nice to see a few foreigners here, I'm not going to lie. Ah, 谢谢. I'm filming later, bro. 谢谢.
No thanks.
Okay, we pretty much speed ran the Chinese culture there. A load of pandas, some guy coming up to me offering some fake designer brands and a sample at the end. Perfect, let's wrap this video up there. That's all we need. It looks very nice, obviously. It just kind of looks like every rich city area. Very wide, lots of, I'm good then. Very wide, lots of skyscrapers and stuff. Random ornament there. It's a nice lamppost though. It's quite aesthetic and just a ton of cameras. That also kind of sums up the Chinese culture as well.
Cheers.
I'm okay.
Cheers.
No. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Back.
I'm filming. That's fun. I was just going to say, don't get me wrong, even though I'm saying it's generic, it's still really nice. Like, it's clean, it's very spacious, it doesn't smell bad. Sometimes busy city centres smell a bit off. People coming up to you trying to say things, but that's pretty standard. And as you can see there, they're quite fun. They're not aggressive in any way. So yeah, if you are looking to visit one of these areas, they have them in most cities, then this is not a bad option, to be honest with you. Gucci. I don't really know what to show you, to be honest. What I need is for some more NPCs, some more random people just to come and interact with me, because it's good content. By the way, I've just thought of a connection between China and Argentina, right? Do you remember what I was saying earlier? I was asking why there was so much Argentinian FC propaganda about. Basically, the streets of Shanghai are identical to the streets of Buenos Aires, and I will put a photo of the two side by side to compare. Do you like Garfield? If you like Garfield, I may have a treat for you right here. Okay, I feel like that's a good way to end this video. A massive Garfield. This here. Lots of free samples there. I like it. So one thing I've noticed about Chongqing is that they have these pockets everywhere. These pockets of calmness amongst the madness over there. It's cool. I like it. And I think in general the people here are a bit more chilled than Shanghai. Right, we've found the ultimate thumbnail spot, so we're going to take some photos here and then just get this video wrapped up, I think. Alright, wish me luck. Hey, you want to take a picture? Yeah. Yo. Yeah. Yo.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Wow. And there's a boathouse, or a houseboat. That will probably be the thumbnail. That's incredible. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to have weekly live calls and lessons with me, and you'd like to get live feedback on your accent every single week from a professional, modern RP British accent coach, I'd recommend joining my community. So if you go to the link in the sub comments, you'll get a 7-day free trial. You can complete a full week and you don't have to pay. And if you love it, which I think you might, you can continue. So why not give it a go? Right, so I'll be posting new videos here in Chongqing pretty much every single week. Maybe I'll fit 2 into 1 week, so I think there's going to be a lot to see. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And thanks again for watching. Enjoy this thumbnail. Cheers. Goodbye. Peace.